Hey everyone, so I thought I'd try something new. We'll see how the video quality is. I just got an iPad Air 2, so I'd like to test out the video quality on it and see what it's like straight from the iPad to YouTube. So anyways, let's get down to it. So this is a year update on my punched lobes. So a year ago, I would say a week ago, I had my ears dermally punched. If you want to know why, I'll link the video down below as to explaining why I did it. It was not for cosmetic reasons, just so you all don't jump down my throat. So go there and watch that, and then I also have a 2-month update. And then there was not much to talk about in between, so I figured I would just wait until the year mark and we can talk about everything then. So I had my ears dermally punched to a 0, and then had a 00 jewelry put into my lobes. So basically what happened was they had a surgical punch, which basically looks like a tiny cookie cutter, and it is unbelievably sharp. They just shove it through your earlobe. It is as horrifying as it sounds, but not as nearly as painful as it seems. I've had tattoos that hurt way worse. I've had piercings that have hurt way worse. My septum was terrible. Anyways, so it leaves a perfectly circular fistula, which is another word for a hole in your body for piercings, or I think it's just a hole in your body in general. And yeah, so it was an ordeal, let me tell you that. The piercing process was almost painless, and I got to see the little chunk cut out of my ear, and it was really disgusting. But now it's been a year, and my ears are perfectly healed, and they are both doing well, doing like perfectly well. This ear is a lot more easy to stretch than this one, that's for damn sure. I was able to stretch up to the next size at about 8 months. This one I just popped it right in, no problem. This one I had to tape it, and the taping took about 2 weeks, and after that I just popped it in and no problem. So I'm at a 1/2 inch right now. The problem with stretching up to the next size for me, like going to 9/16, is that it is a demi size. It's kind of like 7/16. It's like one of those sizes that doesn't exist. It's like an in-between size. So if I went up to 9/16, I would barely find any jewelry for it, which means I would have to go up to, correct me if I'm wrong, 3/4 of an inch. And 3/4 of an inch I think would be too big for me, and I think that these really suit me. Yeah, so let's take it out. I'll show you the hole in my ear. See how perfectly circular it is? There's like nothing wrong with this. It's like perfectly done. He did an amazing job. This one's a bit more tricky, and I don't really want to irritate it that much, so I'm not going to take it out. I'll show you my whole plug collection later, but this is a little rose quartz plug that I bought. I'm trying to remember where I bought it from. Like Body Art Forums or something like that. King's Body Jewelry maybe? I don't remember. Anyways, so they've healed pretty much perfectly. I'm really pleased with the results. Both ears are good. This one's a little bit more annoying to stretch, of course. If there's one piece of advice I can give you, it is to not do this procedure unless you are willing to have your ears bleed for like 2 or 3 months after. It is the worst healing process I've ever had to do for anything. Putting that aside, I've never had major surgery or a bone broken or anything, so I don't know about that for other people, but it was horrible, and I probably would not do it again. But my ears just would not stretch because of the buildup of scar tissue over time. The whole story is in my first video, so just go watch that. I don't feel like explaining it again. So yeah, my next video, which will be up probably right after this one because I'm gonna film it like right now, is my plug collection. So I'll show you that. It's not much of a plug collection. It's pretty small because I pretty much only wear silicone. Because it's easy to sleep in. Actually, these ones, I actually just was able to get them in. I haven't been able to wear them in my ears for the longest time because the flare on them is a little bit big. I think the flare on them is halfway to 9/16. So it's hard to get them in. So like it's like a tiny flare, but it's still enough that it makes a difference. And the other one is slightly more pink. But that's just the nature of organic plugs. They're just kind of like that. But there's my other one. That one is like, it's got a thicker lobe bit, which is good. He pierced it exactly where I wanted it to. So yeah, I don't regret it, but I do caution people to only do this if this is your last resort. This is also extremely permanent. If you have your earlobes reconstructed, it's not going to look the same. You're going to have a tiny little baby earlobe because they actually took flesh out. So it's not just stretching the flesh apart, which you can close and it'll be the same size. It's actually, they took flesh out. So that is absolutely permanent unless you sew it back up. And then even then, I've seen results from having them sewn up and it's not great. So the reason I did it, and the reason I did it so young, I did it when I was 21 and I'm 22 now, is because I'm training to be a tattoo artist. I'm going to be in this business. So yeah, I know what I was doing and it was good and it worked out well. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you my plug collection next. It'll be a little short video, but I do want to get back into the swing of things because I've got like this new video recording technology and I've got this new place. And I just want to make more videos for you guys. So I'm going to try to make them more regularly. I know I say that every time, but I'm going to try for you because I like you. Alright, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.